Well, hello, and this is Layout 123 with another train review, and we're going to do a nice old-fashioned Triang original Transcontinental loco today, the double-headed. I think it's Canadian or American. There is a popular YouTuber who just subscribed to my channel, and thank you very much for doing that, John. I mean, I love all your Triang videos, and I'm hoping to try and recreate something similar to what you do and show you what I think of some of the Triang things and everybody else out there. So let's just have a look at this particular one. It's not in the best condition. I mean, there is paint damage pretty much all over it, and it's not perfect. I know the screws are really rusty in the roof, but it is a lovely model. And the reason I say that is because it's got great character when you look at the front of it. Inside there is a little light, and let me just open her up and show you what I would say is something very special about this model. Because inside, this bogie unit is identical to that of a dock shunter. And let me just show you that by opening this up. Where's that screw? There we go. Right. Very nice model, this. I was thinking, I've never done an unscrewing shot on my channel, so something new for the subscribers. And the lid will just prise off, and inside you will see my botched job. This is not how it would have come originally, but I did the box sort of job of the light. It's not properly been fitted, but it works, because in that end of the model there was the light bulb, but I prefer it to be in the driving end. There should be one in either end. The one in this end had burst, and this was the best way I could figure out to do it. The wires are ridiculously long, but I didn't have any. Right, so now that's out of the top. I can just about show you inside there is the Triang dock shunter motor that was used in so many models. And if I just grab the dock shunter, and you will see that that bogie is exactly identical. And if you look there are the actual holes used for the front, I don't know what you want to call that, part of this train, which is a very nice and clever idea from Triang back in the day. And I will be reviewing the dock shunters in a few months' time. I know there's been a lot of chat about that, and I will come on to these in a few months' time. But now let's focus on this beauty, and I'm going to put it back together, and then we can continue this review. And now that we're all back together, and you can see, let's just have a look at the other end, which is still as battered. If from memory, I may have even, this may have been the back end originally. I can't really remember what I did with it. It's been quite a few months. Probably the only fault I would have with it is it's so heavy down one end. I mean, it could really do with a bit more weight down that end, because when it is on the track it does shake about a bit. And let me just show you the carriages for this model, and then we can move on to running it. And actually, before I show you the carriages, just to point out again another feature that is similar to the dock shunter is these horns are exactly the same as a horn you'd find on the top of a dock shunter, so a lot of crossover pieces, and that's what makes Triang so clever. The usual TR shield, Triang Railways, is seen there. Come on, focus. Camera's playing up on me. Don't know why it doesn't want to focus in on that, but oh well. You know what the Triang shield looks like by now. There's also another one on the front, and one with a little light in there. No cabin detail whatsoever, but this is a different time. I mean, if you look at Hornby models, that's pretty bog standard nowadays. But it's got that old charm about it. And let me just get the carriages before I start really babbling on. So here are two of the carriages. I don't have all of them, And I know that this train should actually have a dummy as well that it would put along, as if it was two trains, a double header. Right, so if we just look at these carriages, very, very light. I mean, there's nothing to it whatsoever. You could put it on, I wouldn't imagine it's much more than 5 to 10 grams. That's how light it is. The bogie, which is what lets all these Triang models down, is the wheel goes all the way through. Whereas if we look at a modern Hornby coach, you don't see that whatsoever. And the main difference is when you've got the wheel that goes all the way through, there's a lot more friction and a lot more drag, which does not help the train pull it around. But what is nice about these is the seating at the top. I mean, it's absolutely brilliant. Great design from Triang on that part. And it is just quite a nice looking carriage. It goes perfectly with the train. If I have a look at the other one. Oh, there we go. This one just as nice. The only thing is, if we do look in there, there are no chairs or seats, but I don't know, do we really need that in all these sold stuff? No. But that just looks stunning. The back end of that, absolutely stunning. And then there are some little details and fixtures, but unlike the Helgian stuff, where it can break off quite easily, this is all nice and secure and isn't going anywhere whatsoever. Another thing to point out is the bogies are stuck. You're not going to be able to take them out easily. It's going to take a lot of pride. And my final thought for this train, I put the lights on just to give you a little bit of a closer view, is that through the middle there you can see the actual point that the bogie is held on with is gonna, well, it's not going to go anywhere. That is perfectly secured. No matter, I'm tugging away at that and that's not going to go anywhere. And if I just show you some sort of Hornby modern carriages, it's plastic, and they do, after a bit of prizing, snap off. And I've had that happen to me and actually ruin carriages. So Triang are pretty much on point with that. Good decision making from the company there. And that's enough yattering on from me. I think it's time that I showed you just how good this model is with two of the coaches. There are other coaches, as I've spoken about earlier on, and I think it's about time I showed you just what this little model can do. Triang Transcontinental loco, round the track, take one. And it's not moving. Oh dear. There we go. Does that happen to you often? You get that occasional moment where the train doesn't go and you don't know why? And as you can see, it's quite noisy. That's kind of the charm of all these old Triang models, and that certainly is what drew me to it originally, is the fact that it is different and it is a bit noisy. And I'm going to just show you a few views of it going around the layout, but slow speed performance for these sort of locos is non-existent. I might also sneak in a little bit of nighttime on the layout as well. So thank you very much for watching, and just enjoy the rest of the video.